Hey. Yo. Hello YouTube. Hey. It's Emke channel again. Yo. Big epic. I know. Everyone's been waiting for it. Everyone's been desperate to figure out what's been going on as of late. But yeah, there's been not much. As you probably know and are very upset at me about. Oh no. I've just been, I don't know, feeling really weird, sick, dead, tired. Combination of like 15 different things, not sure what it is exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Kinda sucks, not gonna lie. And to really make shit hit home, I haven't watched anything this week at all. I don't even know when I last watched something. Probably like 5 days ago, aka last weekend. Maybe not. Kinda sucks, kinda shit. But yeah, I don't know, I guess that sometimes happens. But that really shows how bad the situation really is, right? Like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah. And at the same time, of course, the clay stuffs. Everyone's been desperate to know. And yeah, I don't know, it just keeps getting more and more delayed, and it's like, no. What is happening? Ah. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. Not much I can really do about that now. But yeah, no idea why I'm sick, no idea what I even actually have. But basically whenever I touch my bed I just drop dead and I'm like, oh damn. Good night or whatever. Wake up at like 5 in the morning after like 5 or maybe 6 hours of sleep, and then I'm like, bruh, I'm so tired that I just drop dead. But then I don't even like actually sleep. And then I sometimes can't even immediately go back to sleep as well. So I just stay up for like a little bit until like 10 maybe. And then just continue sleeping. And then it's all of a sudden like 7 p.m. and it's like, what? What just happened? Why? What the hell? Why is the day already over again? But at least it's time to eat something then, which is nice. But yeah, because of that as well. Only 2 streams this week, I guess. Though, I don't know. I could have basically been here like every day. Because my voice and stuff is fine, it's just like, damn. And I mean, today was a very like EP day as well. So I wonder what's happening today. Am I just going to like end stream later and then just head straight back to bed? Or what's going on? Because ideally I would really like to watch something, especially now that it's the weekend again. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, today was another one of those 7 p.m. days. Had some food, and then was like, damn, hitting the bath, going for a shave and whatnot. Crazy stuff. Speedran my dailies. You know, some Mahjong, just to log in. Some Realm of the Mad God, just to log in. And then some, what is it even called? Taimanin, the Taimanin game. Quickly spent all of my energy in that one. and it was that. But yeah, I don't know, nothing much, nothing crazy. Been talking to people a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. It's been kinda tough too, because you're telling them like, yo, I'm sick, and they're like, no, you're just stupid. And then you're like, yeah, okay, okay. Very nice. Thanks for that one. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, actually, remember when I mentioned the thing with like the second screen, or maybe just screen replacement? I ordered two, and I will get to test them tomorrow, I guess. Because one of them's already here. And I don't know, there's a second one that's on the way as well. But yeah, not really much of a PC/performance upgrade. But you know, people sometimes forget it's every little thing that kind of like, you know, is part of the greater whole. From your mouse to your keyboard. Well, that's just, those are right next to each other, that's stupid. But like, from your CPU to your screen, maybe that makes more sense. Because no matter how epic your pewter really do be, if you have a 60Hz screen, then I mean, you have very nice performance, but your eyes will be like, damn, this shit ain't showing all too much, huh? Yeah. Upgrading from 60 to at least 100Hz should be nice. New screen, no more dead pixels and stuff. Should be good, I hope, maybe. And I mean, again, maybe I'll just keep the screen, which, yeah, I mean, probably, why not? Why would I get rid of it? Unless it's like in the way and taking up space or whatever, but anyway, what is bro even on about? I don't know, buddy. Calm down, okay? It's the pre-gruppo yep talk or whatever. It's mandatory to make sure that my viewers get more parasocial with me, so that I can build a stronger and better community and milk everyone for all that they have. How else am I going to afford this, man? Wata-chan! Very nice. I like Wata-chan. Addressing those allegations too, though. As of late, there's been an onslaught in the comments. People complaining, oh my goodness, he's so fangirling for Wata-chan, but then he picked Nanase, like, bruh. And yeah, I don't know. Complain or whatever. I mean, obviously no one actually did that, but like, let's pretend for a second. Good job on the pretending, I hope. Insert good argument or whatever. But yeah, it's been a bit... I'm still kinda dead. Peak performance or whatever. Yeah, I know, right? It is what it is. What even happened? Stuff happened. Remember? Yeah. Not all too sure. The sickness is really fucking with me. Man, this sucks. Man, how do I not remember? We spend a lot of time with Nanase, is what I'm going to say. And then after that, we spend a little bit of time with everyone else. Ah, crikey. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's pretend I'm telling you about something from last time or whatever, and you're getting like a little bit of a nice recap, and I'll go pick up a new water because right now I just have like a very nice strawberry honey milk thing. You know, some post-bath liquids or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man, I'm cooked. I'm sorry, man. Okay. Here we go. Yippee. I've even been wearing socks lately. Isn't that something? Crazy, I know, right? I don't know. Anyway. Time for Sands of War. Something about sex class. Class ended and then we came here. That's as much as I remember as well. Nanase time, then one or two other chapters, maybe. And now we're stuck in the Sands of War. I suppose. This I remember as well. This was very nice to end on because I actually had music in the background. Epic. Epic. Really hate to always end when not have any background noise. That's kinda weird. Yeah, whatever. Enough stalling. Enough stalling. Emke, you need to read. Please. I know. Calm down, man. Calm down. Gotta farm some Akasupas from weird unknown Uji-sans so that they can fund my, I don't know, my own creations or whatever. Or, well, I don't know, maybe get on his bad side and get cursed like I did. Oh man. Anyway. After that, the sex class ends, and it's lunch break. And with that, he obviously means... yeah. Something that, my dear viewer, you have hopefully remembered because I have not remembered. Being totally unable to relax, I had right for the base. Aye. The silence in the base is deafening as I stare at the ceiling. I can't get her off my mind. Can't get her off my mind. We were looking for Fumino, right? Is it's nice because even if I don't remember, I don't really have to remember. I can just figure out what happened from clues within the text, right? Did we meet her though? I don't know, maybe we're talking about someone else as well. But I feel like there was another encounter with a certain cute boy. But I'm not all too sure. Oh, yeah, no, that's not her. Toka Raisin. Raisin? Raisin. There's something different about her. She's not like any normal person. I had that feeling since... I had that feeling seeing her before the podium, but talking to her firsthand made the feeling much more apparent. Yeah, her weird talks in the gymnasium, right? Most interesting stuff indeed. Yes, that unique aura, her beautiful demeanor, and that incredibly composed face. Everything is extraordinary. If that's what you call charisma, then I have none of it. Same. It's probably ideal for a leader. Oh, here comes the inferiority complex or whatever. Then there are those soulless eyes. Without a doubt, she gives off the sense of being a most formidable opponent. But what did she mean at the end? She told me to be careful. What is that supposed to mean? I recall she said something pretty similar to me before as well.
June? どうしたのぼーっとして。
June? It's me, Nanase Katagiri. Hi. What did you got your head in the clouds for? Nothing much, really. Whoa, Nanase.
私たちもいるよ。エレベーターの前で偶然みんな一緒になったんだ。
Oh. And the rest of the gang, including Wata-chan. We're all here too. Ran into each other by the elevator, so we all came down together. All my other teammates file in one by one. Rare that we've got a full house at the base during lunch.
それでジュンは何してたの？考え事？
Another epic new CG of everyone having comfy tea time, snack time in the no horny allowed base. Epic. So, what were you up to, Jun? Something on your mind? Well, yeah, just thinking about Fumino, trying to figure out how we can go about finding her and whatnot. Oh, so we haven't found her then. なるほど。
そう。まあ、ここのところ手がかりはないしね。今日の放課後は多分動くのが難しいだろうし。
I see. Well, we have come up empty-handed so far, and I figure we will have our work cut out for us, mobilizing after school today too. Oh.
そういえば5、6次元目って3ヶ月に1回の町内奉仕ボランティアの日でしたね。
Ah, that reminds me. For one day every month, the 5th and 6th periods are for City Center volunteer service. CD Center volunteer?
ビフィズス菌か何か。
Who seed indeed?
美濃月学園の全校生徒で島のためになる行動をしようっていうボランティアの日なんです。
It's a day where all the Minotsuki Academy students do volunteer work for the island. Surely, she means that as in going around the island picking up trash. Or something like that, right? AKA mopping up a bunch of seed and used condoms or whatever. Haha.
そう。まあありていに言えば、郊外で観光客とエッチしましょうってことよ。
Yeah, though, to put it more frankly, it's a day where they get to fuck tourists off school grounds. なるほど。Huh, should have figured it would be something like that.
そんなイベントだったの？
They actually go out and do that. What have you been doing on those days?
町内のためのボランティアだって言うから、浜辺のゴミ拾いしてたよ。
What-a-chan. They told me it was like a volunteer community service and all, so I was just picking up trash along the beach. As one would usually probably do. But, yeah. Your worldview is almost too wholesome for this island.
よく考えれば他の子はみんなエッチしてたな。私、声かけられないから、どうせ貧乳だし、チビだし。
Aye. Now that I think about it, all the other girls were all having sex. No one approached me. Figures, after all, I'm a washbird and a shrimp. I would say you were doing much more commendable work than procreative activities. Good girl. Irai, irai. Yippee.
というわけで、全校生徒は強制的にビーチまで連れて行かれて、エッチさせられるわけなんだけど。
So yeah, all the students are obliged to go to the beach and have sex. Obviously. Confining us to that one place makes things pretty risky.
ボランティアの全体の動き自体は私が把握してるからそこまで大変でもないと思うけど。
We will be able to get a full view of where all the volunteers are, so I don't think it will be so bad. Really? Honto desu ka? Ah, finally. They got rid of the portraits so that you can see Asa-chan munching on some cold beef chips. Naruhodo ne. Ii ne. I wish I had some. I will probably have some later when I watch some anime. If I get to do that, man. Because if I don't, then damn, I'm gonna be real sad. What Nanas is saying is that if they change their usual activity patterns, we can just use an escape route at some stage and get out of there.
私も裸になるのが嫌なので、ある程度ですが抜け道は知っていますから。
I hate being naked as well, so I know a few back roads too. Naked? What the? Seriously, you guys are always dependable. That means the volunteer day doesn't look like it's gonna be a problem. We're always prepared for just such occasions. We should get this over with as soon as possible and go back to searching for Fumio today if we can. Alright, let's get through this town center volunteer day unharmed. Oh! Us! Ganbaru-zo.
まあ、わたちゃんはロリだから関係ないんだけどね。
Well, Iwata-chan's a loli, so she has nothing to worry about. Aye. Speaking of loli though, I saw just now, earlier on the YouTubes, a new trailer for everyone's favorite, totally not racist Nazi loli, Tanya-chan. Not sure of a full name right now, but I'm sure someone's, you know. If you know, you know. Please leave a comment or whatever. That one. Saga of Tanya the Evil or something? Yeah, surely something like that. Finally, another season. Or maybe just a movie. I don't know, I didn't watch it, but... more of that. Very nice.
ロリじゃないですけど。
ロリじゃないですけど。 So she's our senpai after all. Aye. Empty beach? Impossible. We ride the bus the school organized for us for about 20 minutes. The Minutsuki Academy students, including us, line up in a clearing near the beach.
Hi! 今日は町内奉仕ボランティアの日です。町内の方たちと触れ合い、観光客の皆様にも島の良さを知ってもらいましょうね。
Right. Today's town center volunteer, they go forth, interact with the townsfolk, and demonstrate the brilliance of our island. To the tourists as well. Also, Ohayo El caso Tenchan. It's me being late. Ooh. Well, it's fine. Oh, dare I say I was like 5 minutes early today? Because I was doing stuff and I was kind of like speedrunning shit to be here as early as possible, and then I was like, actually, same as usual. Except, I didn't really have time to make a schedule. Unlucky. Anyway.
この時間はミノツキの生徒とはやっちゃいけねえんだよな。どこ行こっかな。
Damn. We can't fuck other Minutsuki Academy students during this. Huh. Where should I go? What should we do? Whoa, this looks dangerous. Like a shark fin or something. Over here in the water? In the water. But yeah, damn, can't even fuck Nanase Katagiri, huh? Unlucky. It's kind of good for us. But it means that her ability later on as a decoy for our getaway is going to be impacted dramatically. That could be bad. But we have plans, right? So, surely.
見て、あそこのメガネの人。パンフ片手にキョロキョロしちゃって。この島初めてなのかな。初物いただきに行っちゃおっかな。
Look at that guy in glasses. The lost-looking one with the brochure. Maybe it's his first time here? I might go have myself some of the first crop, if you know what I mean. The students disperse in all directions. Oh no. Always this sluttery at the beach. Us LNS members are gathered as a group amongst them.
町内奉仕ボランティアは基本的に生徒の自主性に任せた自由行動よ。ただ、学園に戻って出席は取るから、それにいないと怪しまれるわ。
Oh, I see. The volunteer service basically allows the students to act independently as they wish. The only thing is, if you don't return for attendance, it will arouse suspicion. But what if I'm just busy doing the nasty with like 5 tourists at once, you know? That's gonna take a moment. Oh well. So we just need to kill time until we return to class, and we should be fine. So why don't we just return to the school now and hide somewhere near there? The longer we stay here, the greater the risk is that we get surrounded by students returning to school. The earlier we return to school, the more likely we will be able to return to absolute safety. Don't go anywhere suspicious, keep going through this crowd and get onto the path to school. Yep, that was pretty fast again. Feels like we're doing a bad thing here though. We're skipping the island's volunteer service? Come on, man. Couldn't get any more rude. But who knows, maybe we just left Wata-chan behind. So that at least someone's cleaning some trash on the beach. Hey. We can just nonchalantly take our regular route to school and avoid sex seekers speaking to us. I still really like how instead of just being like, you know, random people or tourists or whatever, everyone but us is basically a virgin status unknown sex seeker type beast. Which is like, yeah, why else would you be on the island? But also like, damn, racism or whatever. Except probably not really racism, but you know. Okay, so all we need to do is take our regular route and there shouldn't be any problems. Let's implement escape pattern B. Bravo. Tehe. Asa, directions, please. Onegai shimasu.
了解。この時間帯であれば SHO の配置は大体データ化してあるからね。
Roger Dodger. We basically have all the data on the SHO stations used at this time of day. Okay, Nanase, lead the way. The NNS silently wheels its way through Seiran Island with Nanase in the lead. Behind her there's me commanding, followed by Asa, Wata, Chan, and Hodori. As a result of searching for Fumino every day, we've been able to identify every member's unique strengths. I'm sure we were able to do that before as well, but also like... The screen shake is giving me Fanny vibes. Nana's mobility is superb. She's able to adapt to virtually any situation. Wata-chan is basically useless in battle. Away. But she's quick on her feet. She's also quite soothing. Hodori is slow on her feet, but her eyes are excellent from being a bookworm. She's also very excitable, making it easy for her to notice the enemy from the rear. Using these qualities has determined how to structure our team and formation, and is incredibly useful. And yeah. As Chatkun is pointing out right now, none of their strengths include finding Fumino-chan. Man. We should start a VTuber corpo. They work basically the same way, you know. Be like, I'm gonna make a group of virtual idols. And then you get a bunch of weird femcel, closeted, non-idol ladies who are kind of like, whoa. Is she allowed to say this? Is this okay? Is this alright? Then, well, we have the main task or goal of being like idols, but like, oh damn. Anyway. Yeah. Funny how that always works out, huh? But yeah. Fumino-chan, huh? It's to be the weirdly cute boy, right? I would be surprised if there's any other characters that I haven't seen yet. Except for weird old men, but again, who cares about those? Is everyone keeping up? All the team members not. I don't feel that sense of disorganization that happened last time. We are operating as a real organization. This formation doesn't seem bad at all. I think I'm going to adopt this for future large-scale evasive actions as well.
待ってみんな。SHO ガードマンを2名発見。巡回中であると予測。
Oi, 待ってみんな. I stopped 2 SHO guards. I suspect they're currently on patrol. 何? バカな。
こんなところに SHO がいるってデータは。
What? We have no data saying that the SHO would be here. Nanase, move to the next street along. Go into an alleyway. Asane, goggles on. Ariadne protocol, fired up.
アリアドネプロトコルオンラインスーパーサーチ。兄、やっぱり SHO の配置が変わってるよ。
Ariadne Protocol Online Super Sachi. Annie, the SHO really are stationed differently.
しかも妙な偏り方してる。ビーチを中心に住宅地に分散するように。こんな配置見たことない。
They are spread in a strange variation as well, scattered throughout the residential area, concentrated near the beach. I've never seen this pattern before. Well, again, it's like volunteer day and apparently the entire school is at the beach, so... Doesn't this make sense? I don't know. I can confirm that too. Plus, it's unusual for the SHO to have such an unsettled style to their patrols. They are all scattered once we reach the alley in the residential zone. What's more, they are not even staying in the one position and are moving at regular intervals. It can't be explained by the Minutsuki students being out volunteering. Really? Okay. They are deliberately forming an encircling ring with some intent behind it.
隣はもうビーチのある大通りよ。SHO もたくさんいるから騒ぎは最小限にしないと。
Huh. Next street is the main road that travels along the beach. It's crawling with SHO guards, so keep your noise to a minimum. Understood. That should be no problem. Nanase, implement escape pattern E. If you turn left at the freeway junction, we can make good our escape. Nani? That way.
待って兄、そっちは聖職者多数。3名は美月学園の生徒だと思われる。濡れ具合は靴状態。接近後すぐ挿入可能。回避を進言。
Hold it, Annie. There are a lot of sex seekers that way. I believe 3 of them are Minutsuki students. Genital status: wet. Immediate penetration is possible. Recommend avoidance. Shit, not this way too. We will turn right. If we proceed diagonally and can escape to the base of the mountain. However...
止まってジュン。
止まってジュン。
なんですかいきなり。君たちは
What's gotten into you people?
やっぱり童貞なんだ。じゃあお兄さんの童貞、私たちがパクってもらっちゃっていいかな。
So, you are a cherry boy, huh? Well, let me just pop that cherry of yours. Minutsuki students out here too. There are numerous adults too, not just half a dozen that we might be able to deal with. Turning right, the road immediately forks in two once more. The small alley spread from the wide road that travels along the beach is completely blocked.
薄暗い路地でエッチしちゃうのって背徳的で興奮するっしょ。お兄さんの大好きな抜き芸とかエロ CG 集の鉄板質だよね。
Yeah. Having sex in a dimly lit alley feels so wrong. It's a huge turnout for me. It will be just like all those naughty games and 2D pornos you crank your hog to all the time. Crank your hog for real. Nice. And there are really that many people into this shit. Is this why the back alleys are so crowded? Damn it. This is what comes of oversaturating the market with dirt cheap nuki.
兄、後方より所属不明機接近中。ボギーは1、IFF 反応。SHO 治安維持部であると確定。やっぱりおかしいよこれ。巡回地区じゃないのに。
Annie, virgin status unknown, approaching from the rear. Single bogey. IFF shows them to be SHO Public Order Division. Something is not right. This is not on the normal patrol route. It looks to be some kind of grand plan. At least, that's my hunch. But that's relevant right now. What do we do? How do we break out of this one? There are throngs of sex seekers in all directions. It will be impossible to break through these crowds. So, do we have to use our last resort mechanism? the snogging lovebirds avoidance plan isn't going to cut it here. Because we are forbidden from having sex with other students.
おまんこさせてくれ。若くてピチピチのおまんこ。
Okay, buddy. Oh, pussy. Give me pussy. Sweet young pussy. Yeah.
向こうから来てます。まだ私たちには気づいてないと思いますけど、もう。
They are coming from over there. I don't think they've noticed us yet.
ぶっかけ、制服にぶっかけ。誰か白濁で汚させてくれ。
Nut. I want a nut on a school uniform. Somebody, please let me bust it on you. Have sex seekers even made their way to this narrow alley? So it's no surprise that if the SHO are here, the tourists are coming too. They've completely closed off the roads. I really fucked up. Are we getting painted into a corner?
大変だよ、立花君。どうしよう。どうする？
This is bad, Tachibana. What do we do? What do we do? Indeed. What is my decision? How can we break out of this situation? There's no way I'm gonna lose my purity here. The situation is desperate though. There are 5 of us trying to escape in a labyrinth of narrow alleys. How can I protect all my teammates? Jun! Monka. What's up, Nanase? Nanase's voice brings me back to my senses. I don't have the time to get hung up about this. Uh-oh. We are one street away from the main road that travels along the beach. Which means there's only one thing we can do. The one possible escape mechanism that came to mind right now. Hotori, you said you know an escape route. If you made it there, do you think you could escape?
はい。多分大丈夫だと思いますけど。
I think so. In that case, use your plainness and slip into the crowd to the left with our Luli Wata-chan. I will leave it to you to get Asane to that route. With your plainness and large body, you should be able to hide somewhere. Oh. And she doesn't need to hide Wata-chan. Very clever, very clever.
はい、わかりました。すべてを覆い尽くすほど全力で地味に徹します。
Nice, she just fades into nothing. Okay, I'll use all my plainness to hide her completely.
でも、立花君と七瀬ちゃんはどうするの？
But, what are you and Nanase-chan going to do? Well, never minding me. Nanase's gonna stand out too much by herself. But I have a cunning plan.
あなたたち、そこで何をしているの？ミノツキの生徒たちはボランティア活動中でしょ？
Aye, they're on to us now. What are you up to over there? Minutsuki students are supposed to be doing volunteer work right now. Shit. Run. This ops a go. Hotori's group turns left and runs off. They rush headlong into the group of sex seekers, just like recklessly running into a group of zombies. However, I'm entrusting Asane to her natural ability and plainness. And Wata-chan is clearly trying to keep up. And Wata-chan will be able to safely work her way through because she looks out of the strike zone for the perverted law. Time for us to go to Nanase, this way. We turn right into the street that isn't blocked by huge numbers of Minutsuki students. In other words, straight into the main street. Then we burst onto... Oh, the campus of the everlasting summer beach. We rush into the shade of the trees and look for the reactions of the SHO. They are looking around suspiciously but don't seem to have noticed us. Good, in that case.
こっちに来たら余計に危険なんじゃ。
Is this the most dangerous place to be? Nope, this is the safest place. Shut down. Eh? Hurry up and get undressed, Nanase.
脱げって裸になれってこと？
Undressed? Are you telling me to get naked? Well, duh. It's a nudistobitsi. Stupid. Not going the full Monty is gonna bring the heat down on us here. Get a move on. I hurriedly take off my top and throw it aside. As for my bottoms... yeah, no. Not a chance. So much for that one, I guess, but... hey. I get undressed and cover my lower half with my folded uniform. Have you undressed yet, Nanase?
脱ぎましたけど。
I have. I like how you can tell that, even on the portraits. Very nice. Good, let's do this then. I equip my goggles. Get in front of me. I'm gonna hold our clothes. As for the TAEs, we're gonna have to get rid of them somehow.
どういう？
In front? What are you? Come on, let's go. Oy, oy. Listen, sex between students is verboten this time. I like how she's still holding onto her necklace, weird ring, belt, and, you know, all of her silly little accessories. But, yes. She's otherwise not really wearing anything. Let's throw a wrench into our plans, and our escape route's a no-go now. You are famous to the point the SHO have their eye on you, so it's impossible for us to escape by pretending to have sex. Yeah. But being on a nudistobitsi in the nude wouldn't be suspicious at all, would it? And if I use my recognition blocking goggles, they won't be able to identify me. Obviously. So we should be able to traverse across the beach. Not a bad plan, for one I concocted by the seat of my pants. This should make it possible to save all the members. Yeah. You listening to me?
聞いてるけど。
I am. I'm listening, but, then pretend you're making out with me. You will play the slut, and I will play the older dude who's coming to sit on an island by himself to fuck around.
こうやって手とか回せばいい？
So, should I be running my hand like this or something? That's perfect. Now we need to head for those rocks over there. Slowly. We slowly begin walking over the hot sand. There's so many people. That's summer for you, huh? Hey, don't cover up your tits and bits. That's gonna make you look suspicious. Aye. What is happening?
見ろよ、あの女の子の肉体。たわわな牛のようだぜ。この島ってほんとレベル高えな。
Woot! Check out the butt on that girl. What enormous hooters. The chicks on this island are seriously top class.
あれ、もしかして片桐ってギャルビッチの子？ネットとかで話題になってた？
Huh? Is that the famous slut Katagiri? I've heard about her on the internet. Damn. She's even famous online. That's crazy. Also kind of explains why it's probably pointless for her to leave the island, huh? Go to the mainland and everyone's like, oh, it's her, I know that one. She's famous. And she's just like, ah, not again. No way, man. You are seriously popular enough of a slut that they post about you online.
見られてる。いろんな人が見てる。
They're all looking at me. So many people. It's a nudist beach. What did you expect? Just grin and bear it. Though even I'm a little conscious of knowing everyone around is gawping at us. I hope my junk is suitably hidden.
その、あんたは恥ずかしくないわけ？
Like, well, aren't you embarrassed? Speak only when necessary. We're on a goddamn mission here.
こうなると他が全く目に入らないんだから。まあ知ってましたけど。
They are seriously not gonna look anywhere else now. Oh, surprise there, I guess. I just don't want anyone to see my junk. After all, it's more or less the main reason why I hate the perverted sex law. I press my clothes hard against my crotch. These are Nana's. Oh no. Well, whatevs. She's probably used to having them nutted on anyway.
なんでもいいけど、ボランティアでイチャついているように見せるなら、それらしい会話とかした方がいいんじゃないの？
This is a serious reach, but if I'm supposed to be a volunteer and making out with you, shouldn't we at least go for some more appropriate verbiage? You're right. I feel myself relax slightly. Guess we will have to bust out the dirty talk then. Some kind of discussion that's perfectly natural in such a unique situation. Just think of how all the other islanders talk when they're at it. It's like a dream come true to have perverted sex with such a girl.
そんなこと言ってお兄さん、結構遊んでるんじゃないの？
Seriously, Nissan, you're not just trying to have a bubble with me, are you? No, not at all. I've never seen such a sexy girl in all my life. Wow.
そんなこと言って期待しちゃっていいのかな？私の腰使いすごいバキュームみたいって言われてるんだよ。
Well, I guess I should be hopeful then. People say I can move my hips like a vacuum with a pufferfish on it. Nanny. Then I better be prepared to have my balls sucked completely dry.
下手くそすぎない？
You really suck at this. Look who's fucking talking.
仕方ないじゃない。普段はもうちょっと自然にできるけど、緊張しちゃって。
What do you want from me? I'm better at this in every other situation, but I'm just too nervous. Nana's voice is trembling. Her chest is heaving up and down. Nanase, you've got more molds on you than I thought. Oh.
やめてよ。なんでいきなりそんなこと言うの？見たの？
Huh? Knock it off. Why are you bringing that up now? Did you see them? No. Actually, the Ariadne protocol just informed me unprompted.
そんなところ見ないでくれる？
Oi, don't go looking there. We just updated this thing, and it automatically seeks out people's weaknesses now, so it's not just under your eye.
私体のほくろ見られるくらいなら乳首とか見られた方がよっぽどマシなんですけど。
I would prefer my nipples to be seen than the moles on my body. What a slut.
いやマシってだけだからね。見られたいってわけじゃないし、むしろ見られたくないし。
I'm telling you both would suck, damn it. I'm not saying I would rather have them be seen. If anything, I don't want them seen. Don't worry about that. I mean, your tear mole is always visible anyway.
人のコンプレックスをいじるのはやめろ！
you stop picking on my goddamn hang-ups? She's right, I shouldn't tease people about their body hang-ups. I guess this explains why Nanase is so bothered by her TMO. Still, the updated Ariadne protocol is designed to find sexual weak spots. And her moles would be sexual weak spots then? Eh? In other words, August pointed them out. So does that mean moles are all weak points in that sense for Nanase? Her moles are actually erogenous zones that are turning her on? Nah, that's silly. Sorry, Nanase. I got us into this mess. And even now, I can't help but tease you.
ああ、もう大丈夫大丈夫。気にしないで。もう頭が熱くてよくわからなくなってきたから、やけに計らいなのだわ。
Whatever, don't worry about it. I feel like I'm boiling and I don't know what's happening anymore, so just do whatever the fuck you want. Nanase's eyes are rolling into the back of her head from the heat. This isn't good. Nanase's mental faculties are at risk now. Hang in there, we're almost to our destination. Don't flake out on me.
恥ずかしくない。全裸でくっついちゃっても恥ずかしくないから。
Heki. It's not like I'm embarrassed about being stark bollock naked and having you cling to me or anything. No, sir. Great, she's acting like she's had a pint too many now. Yeah. Oh no. We'll take a breather in a deserted place in the rocks on the beach. We will be able to cool down in the shade. Are you okay, Nadase? Oh no. I forgot.
ちょっと思考戻ってきたから。
Oh man. Oh man. Really gotta expand my meme folder again at some point. Hehe. Get a sip of my milk for a moment. Whoa. So sweet. I put way too much honey into that stuff, man. Holy hell. But, anyway, bizarre situation continues. Mission is still not finished just yet. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I've got some of my senses back. Nancy sits amongst these rocks and lets out a deep sigh. Maybe being right in the sunlight gave you a bit of heat stroke. Let me see. Ooh. For Heto Tachi. Yep, you are a little feverish. At least put your uniform on. We should be okay now. Once we're in the mountains, we can get to a vending machine from there, so you can rehydrate, okay?
ありがとう。
Yeah, thanks. Nancy has done a complete turnaround and is being obedient. Obedient, you say? Huh. I find that rather odd as I stand up. Let's get going, we're not far from our destination.
待って、ジュン。何か音がするわ。注意して。
She has her clothes on again, but... Wait, Jin! I can hear something. Be careful. More naked boobies? Well, you're right. It's kinda obscured by the waves, but it's a rather familiar sound. I look out from the rocks and survey the surroundings. I spot some people fucking, hidden by the rocks.
ねえ、キスして。チューしながら、ギュって抱きしめて、たくさん射精して。
Come on, kiss me. Kiss me while you hold me tight and come lots. It's an unassuming sexual act and it's somehow more arousing than doing it in the open. Is it because it's so vivid? I'm used to seeing people fucking, yet I'm usually, I'm unusually conscious of this situation. Nanase. Jun. Glacis. Our ice meat. Surely we're fine now. What the hell is this? Why is my heart pounding? Nee. Jun? Shit, this isn't good. Extremely not good. What is it? Nanase. What the? Why is he blushing now? I'm worried about my thing. It's supposed to be sealed away. What? But if this keeps up, then... Oi oi. What do you mean by that? What do we do? Why is it responding? Oi.
あ、やっと見つけましたよ、あなたたち。
Don't scare me, man. Monka. But it's handy cookie. Yippee! Uh-huh. Finally found you. What? I turn around and see an SHO guard.
授業サボってドスケベしてる生徒がいるって聞いて駆けつけたんですが、あなたたちね。
Uh-oh. I heard there were students that weren't participating or having perverted sex. I heard there were students that weren't participating or having perverted sex. Oh yeah, in the voluntary whatever thing. Yeah. So I went looking for them. You are the ones, right? Aren't you? Koki-sanba. I swear, I've had more run-ins with this broad than I can count by now. We were supposed to have been camouflaged.
報告を受けた時はもしやと思ってたんだけど、遠目から見てすぐそうだって気がつきましたよ。
I sort of had a hunch when I heard about it, but seeing you from afar made me figure it out. Yabe. Kuso. She's seen my face a number of times, so she knows I'm a student, even when I'm naked. And I took off my goggles when I checked Nanas's forehead temperature. Stupid mistake. Nanase. Negerunda yo.
了解。
Ryokai.
あ、こら、ボランティアをサボって2人でセックスなんて感心しませんよ。先生たちのところに連れて行きますからね。
Kora, get back here. Skipping volunteer work to go off and have sex isn't something I can give you a pass to. I'm going to bring you kids right to your teachers. Good thing she misunderstood us again, but if she drags us to the faculty, it's gonna mean hell for us. We are, after all, the anti-copulation front that everyone's frantically looking for. We get to the foot of the mountain we were aiming for. An uninvited guest is right on our heels, though.
待ちなさい。もう怒りましたよ。こうなったらぐちゅぐちゅつないアップクのお仕置きしちゃいますからね。
Stop right there, you criminal scum. Now you've gotten me angry. I'm going to have to punish you with my squelching intravaginal pressure. Okay. Christ, I'm still impressed how she can just come out with that shit. She plans to give us a good seeing to, but to me it's as good as a death sentence. However, at this rate it will only be a matter of time before we are caught. In which case...
私は特殊戦闘部隊ですから、発砲が許可されているんですよ。脅しではありません。
Man, this is so fun. Every time they just like whips out gun sound effect. Like what the? Oh no. I'm from the Special Combat Forces and have permission to fire my weapon. You will not be warned again. I have no intention of slowing down. We're gonna escape at all costs.
愛する市民には直接当てません。当てはしませんが、こうします。
I would hate to shoot a beloved citizen directly, but I can do this much instead. Bang! What? Riot bullets pierce straight through the tree trunk. What? Are you sure those are rubber bullets? Slash riot bullets, I guess? It was one of the trees Nanase was leaning on as she was trying to work her way through the trees and fell down behind her. Was she intentionally aiming to do that? Nanase, daijoubu?
平気。いいから先に行って。
I'm fine. Just get your ass moving. Listen, we're gonna split up. Confusing them will increase our chances of escape.
了解。
Ryokai. We will meet up at the usual location. Go. I push Nanase on the back and she runs off.
こしゃくな真似を。もう怒りましたよ。
Ah, you naughty little thing. Now I'm really mad. The head of publicity, Senba, chases after me. That's preferable as the terrain this way is rugged. She won't be able to target someone running between the trees.
直撃はさせません。その機動力を奪います。少々痛みますが。
I don't want to hit you directly, but I can at least immobilize you. This might hurt a little. Ugh. I feel intense pain in my Achilles tendon. My right leg buckles underneath me. That signals the end of the pursuit. What? What the hell? Bro was able to tank more before. I'm pretty sure. But damn. The impact was like receiving a full-strength roundhouse kick from a grown man. I never expected her to be able to get a hit on me here.
やっぱりこれの打ち心地はたまらないわ。SHO になってよかった。
Oi oi. The pleasure of firing is so delectable. I'm so glad I joined the SHO. Has a little bit of a, you know, trigger hungry police violence kind of vibe to it, but
さあ、ようやく捕まえましたよ。観念なさい。
I have caught you at last. Say your prayers, bozo. Senba leans over me.
しかし、なぜでしょう。自然とあなたの方を追いかけてきちゃったみたい。そうしろって本能が言っていて。
I wonder why though. I found myself chasing after you. My instinct told me to. She lost her memories of that previous incident. Wait, did she? What the? In that case, it seems I have no other choice.
じゃあ、たっぷりとお仕置きしてあげますからね。
Oh no. Time for your punishment. Jesus, not again. Why does it always come down to this? Why do I always have to use it again? Bonka? Fades to black, looks at sky. Nani? Eh? Ah. What the?
目、覚めた？
Ohayo. You're awake. Where am I? What happened to me?
いつまで経っても集合場所に来ないからこっちに来てみたらびっくりしたわよもう。
I kept waiting at the rendezvous point, and you never showed up, so I came here. You scared the shit out of me. Jeez. Apparently I passed out and lay here unconscious. That's right. So I did do the thing after all. Oh. They skipped that. Interesting. Interesting. Didn't expect that one. Huh. But okay. Back to Nanase.
倒れてたのはあんた一人だったけど、千葉さんはどうしたの？
You were the only one passed out here. What happened to Senba-san? I managed to defeat her. Wink, wink, wink. It looks like I tripped over and passed out afterwards. More importantly, what about school? What's this gonna do to my attendance record?
私が電話しといたわ。相当怪しまれたけど、まあ私が一緒だから、あんたも大丈夫だと思う。
I called and let them know. Your HR/homeroom, right, teacher, was a bit suspicious, but you know, I was with you, so I don't think you have to worry. We would be in deep shit if Semba reported us, but knowing how dizzy that broad is, I doubt she will remember. Whoa.
大丈夫？体痛むの？
Daijoubu? Are you in pain? No, I'm fine. This is, nothing.
なんか、あんた妙に疲れてない？
You look, weirdly drained. Well, don't say that. I am trying my best to contain my soul here, you know. It's not difficult to, use it while keeping that inside, you know. So, kind of in a state of limbo here, one could say. But I'm sure it's gonna calm down and just settle right back down inside me, and all is gonna be all nice and dandy or whatever. I do not. I'm still a dote. Even if I've had sex multiple times with the same partner, I have not ejaculated from the soul. I am most definitely a virgin. That's an undeniable fact. Well, that's what I keep telling myself. Oh no. But even if only for a moment, now I find myself questioning that. Oh no. I profess my love for purity and fidelity as a proud virgin, but look at me. This whole situation is so filled with contradictions that it fills me with self-hatred. And I had to go and bring out that fucking thing again. My tube steak is the one thing I want to conceal above all else, and yet... yeah. I am aware that I have a big complex about it. And yet there are things that I can't acknowledge and don't want to. Even more so if they are connected to vile memories from my past. June? Well, no point worrying about it now. I'm sticking to my own definition of virginity. I still haven't ejaculated from the soul. I don't think we will be able to do any searching for Fumino today. We are too strapped for time for today, sadly. Best to pack it in here.
ねえ、最初から疑問だったんだけど、あの老人はどうしてその子を見つけたいのかしら？
You know, I've been wondering about this, but why does that old man want to find her? Because she's the key to crushing the perverted sex law?
ならどうして老人は条例を潰したいの？
But why does he want to crush the law himself? Well... She's kind of suspicious of the old guy, huh? Makes sense, we've never actually met him or anything. there's a good chance that we really actually don't even know what he looks like or whatever. His true intentions are also unknown. Could be a bad guy. But what kind of bad guy would have a schizo-styled, weird high-tech underground base that's connected to a school? You know, if he wasn't like... I mean... Oh no. Well, well. If he was an islander, I doubt he would be asking us to do this. So, why is he looking for Fumino? Bringing down the law is just my desire. Is that not his own objective?
SHO にもデータがない、学園にもいない。つまり存在していることが隠された少女。
The SHO have no data on her, and neither does the school. In other words, her whole identity is a blank. It's natural to assume that there's a reason he wants to maintain secrecy during the investigation.
つまり、島も老人も誰にも知られたくない存在と？
In other words, neither the island nor the old man wants word of her to get out. Just who the hell is this girl? We don't know what she looks like or anything at all about her. The same goes for our sponsor.
ねえ、ジュン、もしもその女の子にとってあの老人が危険な存在だったら。
Say, Jun, what if that old man was actually a dangerous entity to her? If it turns out that way, we will keep her safe. I don't even need a second thought to say that. Key to destroying the law or not, we will not put her in the firing line. If we do, then that's the end of our sponsor support.
そうよね。やっぱり。あんたってずっとそういう人間よね。昔から。
I had a feeling you would say that. You've always been like that. Ever since then. What?
ジュン、ありがとね。
Nothing. Jun, arigato ne. I feel something soft on my head. What's with you?
さあ、何かしらね。ただなんとなく無性にお礼が言いたくなっただけよ。
Oh, I don't know. I just found myself really wanting to thank you. She beams a smile and nods slightly.
だからありがとう、ジュン。
So, thanks, Jun. She gently pats my head. I don't really understand what she is saying, but nonetheless, I can sense her tenderness through the warmth of her palm. Thank you too for coming back for me.
どういたしまして。
どういたしまして. I feel embarrassed yet comforted. The self-loathing I was feeling has completely disappeared. Her beautiful smiling face has me completely enthralled. Yippee! Ho ho. It's the weekend now. / again. Interesting, interesting. Usually this would be it, but we are just barely halfway through. Perfect opportunity for another sip, that is. Very nice. Bit of a stop. Empty that glass, boy. Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. Interesting though, interesting though. Makes me wonder how far in I am actually. Because I feel like should be past half, probably, right? But I haven't even found Fumino, and we are just now starting to question a bunch of characters, right? Like, what's with Toka and the, you know, the old man, Fumino? And what about their goals? And especially like Fumino. How could she possibly be contributing to destroying the perverted sex law? Interesting stuff. And I have no actual clue how any of that will work either. Like, there's one girl that would have the power to, if used correctly, get rid of that law, I suppose. But why would that be? What or how could one get rid of the law? I mean, obviously, like, if funny politics stuff happens, then I'm sure, you know, maybe they could just be like, well, we had a good run, but that's it for now. Tehe. And then maybe that's the end of it. But other than that, I don't know. But why would one girl have an influence like that? Unless there's someone else who's maybe backing her as well. But who could that possibly be? Other than the old man who's looking for her. But like, if the old man was like an enemy or whatever, or not on our side, then it should be really easy for him to just point us out to the SHO. So, I don't know. Not all too sure where that could be. But again, there's certainly some stuff that I don't yet know about. Big surprise, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I can't really think of anything. But she holds the key, supposedly, somehow. But anyway, it's the weekend now. Clearly, as you can maybe see, because it is a Friday, the 28th of November. If, you know. Very nice, just 2 more days, and we can all go nutting again. Gonna stop by Sedan Island ASAP. But yeah. Moving on. The soldiers have returned to the barracks for a few days to recuperate. I think we did well these last few days, even if I do say so myself. Even yesterday, no, I don't want to dig up unpleasant memories. That's nutty, you think? Even yesterday, no, I don't want to dig up unpleasant memories. Time off is supposed to be relaxing, not stressful. Right. I bought this thing to treat myself. Time to unbox this shit. Opening the parcel, I pull out the box inside. It's only 10 centimeters tall, but heavy for its size. Written on the box is USB-operated sex sleeve. A custom-made TAE. A new model of sex sleeve. That's right. I got myself a sex sleeve that could connect to my adult games and match the on-screen action for me. But of course you did. Oh man. Gotta say, it's already taking a little bit longer than expected, especially because it still feels like I'm getting nowhere in this, right? Just mentioning that while I'm at it. But big looking forward to this being animated. Like just the silliness of this all. Like, oh no, I am a virgin, but also like, look at my collection of sex toys here. And like, all that kind of stuff just contrasting one another. Like, yeah, of course, totally, sure. In any other visual novel, the main character would have just smashed his sister in, you know, and just been like, oh, take this slut slew too. Here's your Sampi, Nechan, or whatever. But for some reason, this guy is still like hell-bent on being a virgin, for some reason. Well, reasons are, of course, something about his past that we, again, also still don't know anything about. But, yeah, and now he has a most advanced device to whip out on special weekends. Hehe. Oh man. Thanks to our reduced food expenses, I was able to save some money to get something for myself. Nanase really is a lifesaver taking care of food for us as much as she does. Thanks to her, I could buy this 2 months earlier than I had expected. That's not here as well. Holy hell. Saving us 2 months of money here. Damn. So do you notice how I'm struggling even more to talk if I'm literally just talking instead of reading? Ain't that crazy? That shit is so fucked and it's been for that for so long. I have no idea why. But it's insane. Like what the hell, bro? No way. I'll blame it on being sick right now, which is why it's even worse than usual, but Emke. This part is articulated. I wonder if it can be immobilized. I see. It can. I investigate its construction. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all I can do, considering I can't afford the high-end full 3D games it's made for. Huh? Bro is literally me for real. More yap time. MK wants upgrade PC, but MK does not want to play AAA or overpriced garbage games. So why even bother upgrading PC? And little bro is sitting here having himself a silly with his new toy and being like, ha, what a nice device. Shame I can't use it for what it's intended for. But another example. This one's still making me laugh, man. Emke buying a 500 coin figurine. that is not only too big for him to display anywhere within his room, but also too horny for him to display anywhere in his room. So it's just sitting in a box somewhere. Nice, Emke. You really are one of a kind, man. Yeah. But I own it though. I own it. That makes me so happy. But I really gotta open my fucking stupid ass box from Japan, man. It's been sitting here. It's been sitting here. And I know the stuff is inside. It's just like, oh. Ah, what a good purchase, man. Oh, what a good purchase. Such a good purchase. I'm so glad. I'm so proud. Oh man, I am cooked. Nah, I clean up my room like a little bit and then I'll you know. But not right now where I'm like sick and dead and tired and dying and oh my fucking goodness. What a pain. Anyway, attempt number 3. At the moment, I won't be able to take it for a spin. Discussing it with my sister, she showed off her characteristic ingenuity when it comes to matters erotic.
喘ぎ声って基本的に甲高いじゃない。その周波数の声に反応してオナホを動かせばいいわけ。しかも声の大きさによって速度を変えれば。
Moans are usually high-pitched. We could make the sex slave respond to those frequencies. Not only that, but what if we made the speed change according to the volume? Naruhodo. It would make for a more accurate and realistic sexual experience then. Oh, damn. My little sister can't be this smart. That's a title.
これも兄の薫陶の賜物だよ。
This is what you were born to do, bro. We keep praising each other for a while. By the way, even more sillies, I know. Sorry. Gomena. But she had her headset in just now. Headset in quotation marks. But my dear viewer, do you think they are like on Discord talking to one another? Was Big Bro actually going over to his sister being like, you know, that one meme with the 2 black dudes who are like, oh well, the one little black guy and this big IT tech guy friend, and he's just sitting there like all clueless, and Nechan is like the IT big smarts person holding the sex sleeve, being like, yeah, wait, I'll make some adjustments for you. You're gonna like this one. Like, oh damn. Like, that's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. Visiting her room for sure, 100%. You think so? I would trust them to be silly enough to just be like on Discord like, hey, what you thinking? Oh man. I wish I had like a meme folder so I could just put up like the meme and be like, hey, hey, hey. But no, all the memes that I have are in this right here slideshow. I'm not racist when I want me. Ah! Guy who said the word black. Oh no. Whoops. No way, man. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yeah. praising each other for a while. What we're doing now is testing the program that Asa spent all night working on. Yeah, can't deny this feels a little immoral. It will be like I'm having sex, even though it's just an adult game. It's still pure love though. I'm still the one making myself ejaculate, so I think I'm in the clear. Now I just sit back and wait for the sex scenes to come up. Yeah! Mitsuko no ecchi! Hehe, Bjorn. Whoa! It responded to a scream. Looks like it still needs some tweaking. It was just a squeal of joy, but the device responded to the frequency the same way that it would to a moan. Using this would turn me into a masochist who gets off from being reprimanded. Nothing wrong with that, eh? But, okay. Well, at least it works. As long as I wait until just before the sex scene to put it on, it should be good. They've already gone past the confession. And the lovers had plenty of time to blossom. That means we should be getting to the first sex scene, right? Oh, they're studying together at home and getting plenty of alone time. Accidental hand touch, and now there's a bittersweet atmosphere. Here it comes. Oi, korachetto. Shut up and go away. Things are getting good. Oh, his innocent apology is making her blush. Boshi bosh. Yes, Asa, your Nana's impression is great, but don't you remember our unspoken rule not to interrupt each other while perusing adult entertainment? She said she wants to do it. Of course. They love each other, so of course they want to do it until they've melted into one. No, seriously. Fuck out of here, Asane. Are you really gonna cockblock your brother's first time? Wow, you don't think that's going a little far? Wait, what? Ananase? It was really you? Huh. The fuck did you think? There's some fake Nanase going around just to mess with people? Why? Why is Nanase imposing on my day off? Huh. It's housework service day again today, remember? You were careless and left the door unlocked, so I let myself in. Huh. Plot twist visible from across the country. Happy laugh. I mean, it's kind of how it's been every single time so far, yeah? He's like, here it comes, let's go, and then, but of course, our, not girlfriend, because she's a slutty, horny, evil, bitchy witch, is interrupting us yet again. Grrr! How dare you, woman? What? So you thought you'd just waltz on in? I just about caved that door in knocking on it. Yeah, well, I don't recall giving you a fucking response. What's this gizmo you got here? Some new kinda onahoru? Get your hands off that, you ratbag bitch. Who do you think you are? Mick Travis? Isn't his name Scott? Travis Scott? Isn't that a guy? I don't know a Mick Travis guy though. But Travis Scott, that's somewhere inside of my head. think that's a music guy. So I don't know how that would work out, but huh. You're the one who asked me to come here in the first place. Burger. Shit. Owned with facts and logic. Yet again.
へえ、これがあんたのよく言ってるエロゲーか。こういうのなの。
So this is one of those eroge things you're always talking about playing, huh? Get the fuck out. This is nothing to be seen by the eyes of a filthy whore like you.
何よそれ。私は綺麗な絵を見ちゃいけないっての。
Oh, come on. Am I not allowed to look at the pretty drawings? You fucking pleb. These are not drawings. They are characters. Pure and faithful people.
まあ聞くまでもないと思うけど、この子たちは処女なわけ？
Well, I'm probably wasting my breath asking, but are these girls on the box all virgins? No fucking duh. This is a completely wholesome story of pure love.
別に純愛だから処女っていう決まりはないでしょうが。
I fail to see where pure love means she has to have a hymen, though. Hymen? Human? Hehe. A dumbest slut like you would never understand the deep connection that can only be fostered between two inexperienced virgins growing together. That's proper pure love. And I'm sure that one day I will be able to find a girl like that too.
だからずっと童貞を守ってるわけ？
Is that why you have been trying to remain a virgin? Yeah.
今後一切使う予定がなくても。
Even though it's never gonna happen anyway. Say that again. Fuck. She is seriously treating me like a complete idiot right now. But that's what I honestly believe. If she's offering him her virginity, then it's the guy's responsibility to offer his own in return, along with the vow to never love another. That's what I call pure love. It's an honest, sincerely held belief. Nothing in this world is more noble. Two people vow to love each other for their whole lives, expressing that love to each other with sex. Pure virgin sex, of course. None of that Duskibe island sex. That's all I want. It's why I can boldly declare myself a proud virgin. Also, it's why events of the past few days have inflicted a grievous wound on my body and soul.
まあ、そういう考え方もあるかもしれないわね。
Well, that is one way of looking at things.
それよりも、ご飯まだでしょ？作ってあげるから降りてらっしゃい。朝ちゃんも連れてきてね。
Forget it. You haven't eaten yet, have you? I'll make something, so go get Asa and come downstairs. I don't know how to respond, but she just smiles and cheerfully leaves the room, telling me to hurry down. Was that her way of acknowledging it, or what? Having her not ridicule me for once is quite novel. Not sure how to feel about it. I head to Asa's bedroom.
寝起きに七瀬さんの後ろ姿はしみるわ。
Nanase's ass right after waking up is a real sight for sore eyes, I tell ya. And so are you, Asa-chan, with your hair undone like this. 'Cause that is most rare as well. In case I'm the only one who noticed. Hey. You sound like a hungover office drone, waking up to miso soup.
ありがとう、朝ちゃん。ということで、今日のお昼は簡単な和食にしてみたから。
Thanks, Asa-chan. I thought I would go with something simple and Japanese style today.
わーい、だし巻き卵。朝ね、だし巻き大好き。
Oh, rolled omelets. I love those. Wow, the inside is perfectly soft and delicious. Whenever we try making them, they always end up charred on one side.
風味が台無しじゃないの。じゃあ今度作り方を教えてあげるから。とりあえず今は食べちゃいなさい。
Well, good to know the flavoring I added wasn't lost on you. I will teach you how to make it next time, but for now, just enjoy. Nanase watches us with a smile. We greedily wolf down the meal she made for us. It's the same kind smile I've seen from her at the base. Oh. Shit to this. Messed up my voice acting by 2% there. I was expecting there to be a little bit more though, but by the time she's finished skillfully cleaning up, the sun is going down. Before night falls, I find myself leaving the house with Nanase. We noticed the seasoning she would use for dinner had run out.
あれだけないものはちゃんとチェックして私に連絡してって言ってあったのに。
I thought I told you to check and let me know if you were running out. Sorry about that.
まだ台所の掃除が残ってるのに。まったく仕方ないわね。
And there's still cleaning to do in the kitchen. Well, whatever. It will be fine. It's not dark yet.
まあそうね。ずいぶんと日が長くなったもんね。
Yeah, true. The days are getting a lot longer. Are they? Isn't it like... I mean, it's still summer, but like, peak summer has passed, so... I don't know. All I know is that in real life, it's kind of getting wintry and cold and pain, and the days are like pretty short. Unless you are a supposedly night owl like I am. Should be. But again, the moment I touch a bed these days, it's Jova. Aye. Right, Emke. Stupid. We make small talk as we walk. It feels like whenever we are together, the conversation dies down a lot. While she was cleaning up today, we didn't say much. That's just how things are with us. It's not uncomfortable or anything. For some reason, Nanase really makes me feel at ease. That's something of a burning question for me right now.
そういえば、こうやってあんたが送ってくれるのもなんか当たり前みたいになったわね。
You've been coming with me like this a lot lately, haven't you? Have I?
最初はビッチを送る必要なんてないとかなんとか言った後に言い訳ごちゃごちゃしてたのに。
I mean, you used to pull excuses out of your ass like, you're a slut, so why should you need an escort? I still think that, you know. Like I would ever walk around with some dumb thought like you if I didn't have some shopping to do.
あんたの評価は全くぶれないわね。
Awful, inflexible opinion of me you got there, buddy. You bet. Waste of effort worrying myself about non-virgins. Nanase looks up to the twilight sky, her gaze wandering across it.
ねえ、ならどうしてあの時に戻ってきてくれたの？
Hey, if that's the case, then why did you come back for me that time? Junosuke be like, that time? Question mark? Nanase asks me that casually. Which time does she mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I don't know either. I feel like usually we are the guy who's being not left behind, but is intentionally staying behind. And then, you know, we use the thing in a lot of those situations. When I saved her from being pursued by the FS, or yesterday when Semba tripped her and I went back to help her? Maybe. No, she probably means both times. Uh-oh, why is she getting irritated? What she told me is true. If just she were caught, she could probably get out of it. She's known as a top slut, so it likely wouldn't have been impossible for her to come up with an excuse. However, if I were in her place, that would be the end of the line for me. In any case, I'd resolved to get everyone home safely. It's only natural that I would go back for her, right? Fuck if I know. You know as well as I do. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. It was an unconscious movement, like recoiling when you touch something hot. The same as the instinctive disgust I feel when I see a slut. Going back to help Nanase was just a reflex. I mean, clearly there's a little bit of cope here, but at the same time, like... she's part of the gang, man. She's a team member. Rabo member 0000 San Nanase Katagiri. Or Katagiri Nanase, or I don't know. You know how it is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, watch some Steins Gate or whatever. I guess even if you're a non-virgin, you're still a valuable founding member. So dotori da. We can't afford to lose anyone. Huh? So? Okay. Her response is a bit meek. Her cheeks are slightly red, presumably from the setting sun. Well, it's just because I can put my faith in your combat skills. I will be counting on you as our head scout.
仕方ないからその大役を引き受けましょう。私たちのリーダーさん。
Well then, I guess I'd better deliver the goods. Right, Mr. Fearless Leader son? We both find it amusing and smile. For me, it's a way of pushing out those lingering doubts. Huh? What's that sound?
端末の非常回線だわ。この番号を知っているのは。
It's the emergency hotline. The only one who knows this number is... the old man. The Uji-san. Our sponsor. Thanks for the Akasupa, Uji-san 6969. This is... What does ATM stand for, by the way? Because I just made a bit of a joke there in case you couldn't tell and didn't laugh. But now Junosuke is like he's the ATM, when the old man is our ATM, right? Tehe. But what does Junosuke mean by ATM? I wonder. ATM. Anti-population member. I don't know. I don't know. There's no L for like sex law or whatever in there either. I don't know. There you are. We have an emergency on our hands. Are you sure about that, or just freaking out because you're like old or whatever? An emergency? Does that mean? Muron. This concerns Fumino. Did you find her? Does that mean our client found her before we did? What the fuck have we been doing then? Correct. However, Fumino is now in the hands of a certain organization. The SHO? I guess? A certain organization. So not the SHO then. Nani?
間違いはない。筋の者からの垂れ込みによって発覚したことだ。流言の類ではないと保証しよう。
Correct. Let us call them Special Interest Group. I obtained this information via a tip from something of an expert, and I can assure you it is not mere hearsay.
しかしこのままでは、文野が無事である保証はあるまい。
With that said, I can no longer guarantee Fumino's safety going forward. There's a touch of irritation and frustration in his voice. I've never heard this much emotion from him.
やからは領収とした文野を SHO の目につかない方法で、日付をまたぐ前に連れ出すつもりのようだ。
And they plan to take her away by day's end, completely under the nose of the SHO.
貴様らのやるべきことはわかるな。吉報を期待している。
You know what you need to do, right? I expect good news in our next conversation. Way to make it clear for us to get off our asses. With that, he cuts off. So Fumino is now in the hands of some third party we didn't know about. In which case, how the fuck are we going to do anything about this until the end of the day if we didn't even know that there even was a third party? Oh no. Give us some information, old man, what the hell? Why the hell do they want her? Who the fuck even are they? I've got so many questions, but for now, Nanase. Having heard the whole discussion, she nods. The girl our sponsor contracted us to find has been captured. Go prepare for combat and contact the others. There's only one course of action open to us. We need to launch a raid and find Fumino. A raid, huh? Ooh! We are in Wata-chan's grandparents' headquarters, kind of. Once again, I quite like the look of this area. It's not all too common, even within anime, but I like it. I like it. It has a nice look. It has a nice look. It's cool. But whatever. Alright, everyone's here. All the NLNS have gathered and acknowledged. Everyone is in uniform. Well, kind of. In order to minimize the risk of being identified. After his call, the old man sent us Fumino's current location. It's a massive mansion on a summit in the hills.
ここより上にまだお屋敷があったんだね。私知らなかったよ。
There are even houses out this far, huh? I never would have guessed. Well, if this is where we are heading, then I mean, feels like a rather common hideout for the bad guys, so to say. A random, in quotation mark, hidden, massive mansion, guarded by people in black suits with guns and stuff, you know, like, this is totally not sus at all. This is, yeah. But sure. Apparently Wata-chan's grandparents live around here and she knows the area. But even she didn't know that there was a mansion all the way out here. There's already a structure here, but even islanders never come out this way, let alone tourists. In other words, it's the perfect place for a villain's lair. By the way, Wata-chan, why did you bring your chair?
あ、これ？だってほら、ふみのちゃんが高いところに監禁されてるかもしれないでしょ。その時に使おうと思って。
Oh, this. Well, that's because Fumino might be confined somewhere high up. And I can use this if that happens. Her methods are questionable, but her intent is pure. I honestly commend her drive. Truly, one of our best soldiers, Wata-chan. We walk along an overgrown path until we reach a clearing with a large building in the center.
コンタクト。侵入目標の屋敷を発見。建物までの距離約230メートル。所要時間約15分でアプローチ可能と推測。
Contact. Target location in sight. Approximately 230 meters to main structure. Estimated required approach time 15 minutes. 15 minutes for 230 meters. That is me going, Because, damn. That's quite slow, but sure. We crouch down and survey the building from within the tree line.
警備の人が何人も立ってますね。厳重な見張りです。
There are a number of guards there. The security is tight. Looks like our intel about Fumino being here was accurate.
それでどうするの？勝ち込みかけるぞって連絡が来たけど、みんなでえいやって戦っちゃう？
So, what now? You said we're going to raid it, but are we just going to attack it head on? Obviously, if we abandon her here, we're no better than them.
こらこら、相手の領域に飛び込もうっていうのに正面切って戦えるわけないでしょ。数もわからないんだから。
Whoa there. We can't just go and start an all-out fight just to get inside. We don't even know how many of them there are.
だからいつもの私たちらしく、こそこそ行かせてもらいましょう。中に侵入して踏みのを見つけ出して帰還する。どうリーダー。
So, we will do what we do best and sneak inside. Once we have successfully infiltrated, we find Fumino and extract her. What do you say, leader? I guess that's a better option. Infiltrating will be easier said than done though. Asa, do you have GPS info on the enemy?
位置情報ない。多分インスタを入れてないんだろうね。GPS レーダーに反応なし。
I got nothing for ya, Chief. They probably aren't Kamla users. There's nothing on the GPS readout.
ということは、フミノが屋敷のどこにいるのかも分かりそうにないわね。どうしたものかしら。
Does that mean we have no way of finding Fumino inside? Are you fucking serious?
あ、いえ、反応一つあります。ここ1名分だけ位置情報あり。
Wait, hold up. I got something. I'm seeing one person inside. She holds out the tablet to show us. Inside the building is a singular red dot. If Fumino's been living on this island, then that must be her. It could be a decoy, but I can't imagine they would be prepared for people using the GPS to track her. Right now, my main concern is that we have no idea what we are up against. We look at each other and nod. Asane, mark this as our destination. Register it on the HIS.
了解。HIS 設定完了。自動追尾モードに設定。レディ。
Roger. Registration complete. Sent to automatic follow mode. Ready.
目的は決まったけど、どうやってそこまで向かう？この人数で行動するのは効率が悪いわよ。
Well, we know where we are going, but how do we get there? We've got too many to all go in together. All 5 of us infiltrating would be impractical. At the same time, going in with as few people as possible would limit our combat capability. We need a suicide squad. Nanase, you take point. I'll back you up though. Asane, you handle ops from here. There won't be much you can do without GPS or IFF, but provide whatever support you can. Weatherton, you're with us. If it comes down to it, you can cry and pretend to be a lost child to serve as a distraction. Oi! Okay.
気を引きつければいいんだね。あれ？
And that's literally what she says as well. Okay. I just need to get their sympathy, right? Wait. Puturi, you stand by here. If this goes tits up, take Asane and get out of here.
はい了解です
Yes. Roger. Alright then. This ops a go.
二人っきりになっちゃいましたね
Huh. Oh well, I guess it's just you and me now, huh?
あ
The fuck you say?
私なぜか朝音ちゃんに嫌われてるんですよね
Wow. Asane still hates me for no reason. Aye. We're infiltrating from the side entrance instead of the front. The mansion is surrounded on all sides by an imposing 3-meter high stone wall. Damn. Adhesive condom glass equipped, let's go. We use the sticky glass to scale the wall until we are standing atop it.
結構高いね飛び降りたら音で気づかれちゃうかな
Whoa, we're up really high. Won't they hear us if we jump down? Don't worry. Kinue, I'm counting on you. Nani? I take Kinue, a former girlfriend of mine, out of my pocket and drop her on the inner side of the wall. I inflate her via a remote switch. We jump down and she gives us a soft missionary position landing. Naruhodo. Alright, let's go. Ooh. This certainly, don't want to say it, but has some Muramasa type vibes to it, you know. We had to infiltrate the mansion and that one too. Most interesting indeed. We cross the porch and quietly enter the building. It's an impressive mansion. It's virtually a castle.
待って誰か来るわ
Hold on, someone's coming. This room's empty. Come on, get inside. I know it's just supposed to be like an old Japanese mansion. But put a table like right about here, and then like a big bald man sitting about right here. And it looks almost exactly the same. Which is a surprise, they do all look the same. Tatami mats, those weird papered slide walls, then those weird indented whatevers with fancy wall scrolls and whatnot. The usual, really. Sometimes secret switches behind the wall scrolls that open up, you know, something underground or maybe another hidden door to the side. You never know. But yeah. We slowly close the sliding door and we hold our breath. We check out the faces of the people passing by.
どう見ても堅気の人間じゃないわよね
Yeah, these guys don't look like they are here to sell us cookies. Asane, do you think they are a real Yakuza? What? Yakuza? But why would they be here?
ゴーグルからの映像をスキャンした胸元に拳銃を仕込んでるしかもそれ発砲経験のある銃だよ
I've taken a look at the images captured by the goggles. They've got gun holsters on their waists, and it looks like they have been fired recently. I remember Asane telling me that Yakuza file down the insides of their guns to hide evidence of firing. Do they? Does that work? I feel like that wouldn't work. Unless, you know, it's like, well, cleaning, but, I mean, huh. These Yakuza's pistols are mangled.
つまりおもちゃでも脅しでもないということですか
So, they aren't just models meant to threaten us? Basically, yes. I feel cold sweat running down my back and shiver. These aren't SH or riot control handguns with rubber bullets. These are real pistols with live ammunition. Why the fuck do the Yakuza want Fumino? And why would the old man know about it? I've got a long list of questions, but now's not the time to look for answers. Sorry for taking somewhere so dangerous, Wata-chan.
大丈夫だよ。それより立花君、怖かったら私が頑張るから頼ってね。
No, it's fine. If you are scared, don't be afraid to cling to me. Saying something like that at a time like this, she's really something.
おかげでちょっとリラックスできたわ。行きましょう、ジュン。
You know, that actually does make me feel a little better. Let's go, Jun. We step out into the corridor and check the GPS. The inside is bustling a lot more than I expected. There's some kind of flurry of activity. Lots of people are coming and going from the building, and I can't let my guard down. Someone's coming. Hide. We duck behind the standing screen and wait for them to pass.
ここは広すぎるんだよ。なんてったってこんなところに。
Shit. It's a goddamn jungle. The fuck we doing out here anyway? There are quite a few people inside the mansion. One of those honest-to-God Yakuza who was on guard outside came in. Yeah, there's no way we would be able to take these guys head-on. Looks like we won't have any choice but to sneak out after all. If we traverse this long corridor, turn left and go straight ahead. Signal is strong here. This must be the place. Nanase, if you would.
あの部屋よね。あ、待って、バンがいるわ。
This room, right? Hold up. Guards here. Even this far inside.
たく、こんな田舎まで来て見張りだな。兄貴、あんな小娘一人のガラさらって、若菓子代行はどうするつもりなんですかね。
Why they gotta make us patrol in the middle of fucking Nowheresville? Aniki! What do you think the boss's game is? Trying to kidnap a little squirt like that?
さあな、あの人は何考えてるのかわからん。だが、あの人が若菓子代行になってから島でのしのぎが増えたことは確かだし、三代目も可愛がってるからな。
Kinda on the quiet side, that guy. But, your guess is as good as mine, what he's thinking. Ain't me job to complain though. Guy's definitely gone all in on doing business out here. Plus the chairman likes him. Business? Nani? I remember something. That night that I saved Hotori, the people attacking her said something about filming and selling black market videos. I wonder if there's something bigger going on behind the scenes. Some kind of secret organization lurking just out of sight.
どうする、ジュン。このままここにいたらまた別のヤクザが来るかもしれない。もう時間がないわよ。
What do we do, Jun? If we wait here, more Yakuza will come. There's no time left. I know, but we can't exactly take on that many. What do we do? Think. How can we bust through there?
何どこに誰がいるの？あ、本当だ。怖そうな人が。
What? Who is who? Oh, you're right. They're really scary. Yeah. Oi, Wata-chan?
なんだてめえら、どこのもんだこら!
The fuck's going on? Who the fuck are you? Shit, he's pulled his gun out. Immediately. Bro. She's a child, man. Leave her alone. He's gonna shoot her. Nanase, a stun grenade. Yeah, Gomenasorry. She bows her head deeply, but at the same time she steps on the folding chair she dropped, flipping it up. It nails the Yakuza running at her square in the jaw. Nani?
兄貴、金腐ってんじゃねえぞ、殺すぞてめえらドチンピラが!
Aniki! You fucking little punks. I'll teach you to fuck with us. Yeah. Kobato Expato. Yosh. Wah! Accidentally goes in for an Otani style swing. Home run! Right in the nuts or whatever. Wata-chan, startled by the outburst, falls back on her ass. Nani? I feel like what's on screen right now does not match the words that are ma iwa Oof. As she falls, she kicks the chair up, sending it flying right into the other Yakuza's abdomen. The fuck? She going crazy style on these guys, man, what the hell? Just like that, there's two Yakuza thugs unconscious on the ground in front of us.
あいたたたた。あれ？さっきの怖いお兄さんは？
Itatata. Are? What happened to the big scary guys? Nicely done, Wata-chan. Or should I say, Wata-sensei?
よくわかんないけど、先輩にお任せ。
Eh? I don't really know what happened, but yeah, just leave it to your senior.
今の騒ぎが聞こえたかもしれないわ。ジュン、早く部屋に。
That was a lot of noise, and they probably heard it. Jun, we need to get moving. Yeah, let's go. We're in the deepest part of the mansion. It's a secluded inner room, something that we probably would have missed if it weren't for our GPS guidance. It looks like a place of worship, and it's almost totally soundproof. There's a girl in there. And some new music. Yippee! She's got white hair, and if you didn't look straight at her, you could mistake her for a ghost. My breath catches in my throat. Yippee! Her appearance. She's like a beautiful sculpture. Are you Fumino? No. I feel an intense sense of a déjà vu. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere before. Huh. I have seen her. This girl. Somewhere a long time ago.
目標の保護完了。直ちに祈祷します。ジュン。
Safeguard target acquired. Let's return to base immediately. Jun. Yeah. My name is Junnosuke Tachibana. I'm the leader of the Anti-Copulation Front, the NLNS. We came to rescue you at the request of a certain person. You are Fumino Kotoyose, right? Perchancebly so. The girl Fumino looks up at me. There's something unique behind those strangely colored eyes. Those strangely crimson-colored red eyes, yeah. It's like they can pierce through everything.
ジュン、ここに長居しているのはまずいわ。早く脱出しないと。
Jun, we can't stick around here. We need to get moving. Yeah. Come with us. Aye. I take her arm and rush out to the corridor. We will take the shortest route out of here. What? There's no one here. I can't hear the Yakuza's footsteps nor their voices. It's uncannily quiet. It's as though the whole mansion was abruptly abandoned.
おかしいわこの雰囲気。さっきまであんなにうるさかったのに。
What's going on? It was so noisy before. I know, Asane. What's going on?
それがいきなり SS の連中が退去をなして屋敷に乗り込んで。
Oh. The DFS are here. They are storming the mansion in full force.
残された反交尾勢力の者どもに告げる。この屋敷は完全に包囲した。直ちに人質を解放し、速やかに投降しろ。
Wouldn't it be kind of weird for the Yakuza to just, you know, tail out of there just because of a bunch of barely clothed ladies coming in from the front? To any anti-copulation forces inside, the building is surrounded. Release your hostage and come outside quietly. What? DFS? Why are they here?
あなたたち。
Uh-oh.
あなたたち。
こちらブラボー16。反交尾勢力の残党を発見。直ちに応援を送られたし。
This is Bravo 16. We've sighted the remainder of the anti-copulation front. Send backup immediately. They found us. Nanase.
ちょっとしみるわよ。
Let's give them a proper greeting. Do it, Asane. Ariadne protocol. Activate. Beep beep. Boop boop boop. There we go. Oh heck, that's a bunch of red dots. We are so fucked. What the fuck? It's not just a mansion. The entire mountain is swarming with FS.
でもヤクザの人たちはどうしちゃったの？たくさん見張りがいるって。
But what about the Yakuza? There were so many of them.
屋敷外倉庫で抵抗を行っていた残党、制圧完了しました。武装解除済みです。
Outside storeroom suppression complete. Commencing disarmament.
屋敷制圧率 95%。報告のあった残党の無力化に移ります。
95% of the mansion under our control. Proceeding to capture the remaining 5%. Fucking little shits. Goddamn cunts. The Yakuza are rolling on the ground, clearly having a bad time. I open the sliding door, a crack, and see them tied up on the ground in the courtyard. These guys seriously took out the Yakuza. What the hell?
反交尾勢力確認。数3名、発砲準備。
Anti-copulation forces spotted. 3 present. Prepare to open fire. Don't fuck with me! Monk. I take the hardened anal vibrator known as the Penetrator out of my pocket and brandish it at the FS. However, deflected. Nani?
近接戦闘にはあまり慣れていないようね。
Close combat isn't your thing, huh?
お互い様でしょ。
It ain't yours either, bitch. Nanasa steps ahead of me and gives her a backhanded chop. The handgun flies out of her hand and Nanasa takes advantage of the opening to kick her in the abdomen.
行くわよ、ジュン。
Let's go, Jun. Right. The path is opened up. Now, to just weave through the garden and climb over the stone wall.
全員止まりなさい。
Wait, hold on.
後方部隊、走者、撃てー。
Company, suppressing fire. Take cover in the room. Submachine guns. Did they find us? That was the voice of my class rep, Hanamaru. Is she the one giving directions on infiltrating the building? The rear guard doesn't look like the second squad I know.
兄、こいつらは普段相手してる治安維持目的の2番隊だけじゃない。戦闘特化の1番隊とクリーンアップの3番隊が出てきてる。
Annie, these guys aren't the second squad public order guys we're used to. There's also the first squad's backups and the third squad cleanup team. Are you fucking serious?
中庭に SS3 番隊8名が待機中。装備は SS 式サブマシンガン3。うち1班突入する気配あり。45秒でエンゲージ。
8 third squad members are on standby in the garden, 3 with FS-type submachine guns. I'm also detecting one group inside the building, engaging in 45 seconds. With so many of them, we don't have time to scale the wall. Our only chance is through the front gate. It's impossible, but no. We have to force our way through. Let's go, Nanase, smoke grenade.
了解。煙くてごめんなさいね。
Roger. This is what you get for not putting up no smoking signs.
しまった。援護部隊バックアップを。
Heck. Shit. Release squad. We need backup. Hanamaru crouches down and sets off a flare. Immediately, dozens of shots come flying through it. Kinue! I thrust the blow. I thrust the blow-up doll in front of me, using her as a shield. Forgive me for ending it like this. Sorry this turned into such an ordeal, Fumino. But I promise you we will get you out of here safely. Yeah, hopefully. Why can I promise that? Because the NLNS will fight for all they are worth to get everyone home safely. We fake retreat while pushing forward under the cover of the smoke. The cloud is thick, but thanks to the goggles, I can see clearly. I will move ahead of Nanase and open up an escape route.
そこにいるのね。姉さん、後続詰めます。確保。
They're in there, right? Sis, pursue and secure them. Oh, thanks for the meat shield. When a girl bursts into the smoke, I grab her by the collar and hold her between me and the support squad in the corridor. Problem, assholes? For all those rubber bullets you fire, you aren't ready to shoot your boss.
汚いですよ。
What? Eek, you meanie? How fucking old are you again? Ah. I toss Hanamaru back at the rest of her squad, and they fall like dominoes. Nanase covers us with another egg, and we burst past them. We're through. To the entryway. Nanase, take on the rear guard. Protect Fumino.
反後備勢力残党1名を確認。3番隊攻撃準備。発砲後確保。
Single anti-copulation from member spotted. Third squad prepare to fire. Secure him after firing. Fuck, there's more.
3番隊4名が倉庫から射撃態勢に。背後6時。ブレイク。
4 members of third squad taking fire stands by the storeroom. Behind you, 6 o'clock. Stop. Shit, we won't make it.
危ないよ、立花君。
Look out, Tachibana. Weta-chan was following behind me, but she stumbles and lands on her face in front of me. Aye. Bing, bing, bing. A folding chair goes flying as they open fire, intercepting all the rubber bullets.
防がれた。反後備勢力新たに1名。第2射続けて。
They deflected them. More anti-copulation from member spotted. Prepare to open fire once more. No, Weta-chan.
お伏せください。
Get down. Ose kudasai. I hear 3 shrieks. They come alongside 3 loud gunshots. Fumino is holding a sniper rifle that's longer than she is tall, taken from the FS from the FS 3rd squad. I was like, what? Where did you get that from? And then it's like, whoa. Okay. Taken from them, huh? She's crouched down in an aiming stance, and her movements look shockingly polished and trained. Just like that, all the FS are down. Face Clan quickscope style. Nice.
他、狙撃手はおりません。山岳も同様かと存じます。
There are no other snipers. I believe there are none on the entire mountain. She whispers that with her eyes closed before opening them at me. In their depths, I catch a mysterious glimmer. What the hell?
こちらチャーリー4。反後備勢力残党が門を出ます。直ちに迎撃準備を。
This is Charlie 4. The remaining anti-copulation forces are exiting the front gate. Prepare to intercept at once. This is no time to be surprised. Let's go. We've broken their formation and the front gate is clear.
兄、よく無事で。
Annie, Yukubuzide. Save it for later. There's still too many of us around. We can't let ourselves be surrounded. Still, how do we escape when there's so many of them around?
大丈夫。ここまで来れば。手は打っておいたから。
Now that you're here, don't worry. I have made certain arrangements. I can hear a low-pitched rumble on the ground, coming toward us. Wait, where's Hodori?
皆さん、お待たせしました。
Sorry for keeping you. What the hell is this? Kotori appears driving a small truck. What the? Okay. Oi, you got a license for that? It's one I've seen around the island many times. It should be familiar to any faithful consumer of porn. Nanny? It's the magical mirror, and it's actually NFS transport.
さっき集落に泊まっているのを見つけて拝借しちゃいました。
I noticed it parked back in the village and thought I'd borrow it for a bit.
すごいよ、美咲ちゃん。運転できるの？
すごいよ、Misaki-chan. You can drive?
実は前にドスケベセックスから逃げ回るときに勝手に運転したことがあって。
Yeah, I spent so long running from perverted sex, I just kinda learned, you know? What? Learning driving by running. Or whatever. Whatever. Just get in. Asane gets into the passenger seat, and we all jump into the one-way mirror rear of the truck.
へえ、これって中から外が見えるようになってるんだ。
Oh, you can see outside from in here.
確かにこれなら周囲を警戒しながら移動できるわね。SS が持ってても疑問はないわ。
Yeah, it lets them keep an eye on their surroundings.
大丈夫？
Oh, from inside without drawing too much attention. Jun, are you okay? I'm fine. The furious battle took a lot out of me, and I'm more out of breath than usual. Asane, what are the enemy doing?
陣形を立て直してるみたいだけど、ここまで広域にわたって大量にいると処理に負荷がかかりすぎて追いつけない。
They seem to be regrouping, but they won't be able to move such a large group quickly, so they aren't tailing us.
でも乗り物にさえ乗ってしまえばこっちのものですよ。さすがにライオット団では貫通できないはずですから。
Still, for all the vehicles we could have gotten, this is great. They won't be able to penetrate it with their rubber bullets.
まったく私たちにここまでの手間をかけさせるとは敵ながらあっぱれだ。
Aye. She's big mad. Fucking hell. How did they end up giving us so much trouble? They may be the enemy, but I must say, I'm almost impressed.
しかし逆賊どもの抵抗もここで終わる。これ以上秩序を乱す連中に好き勝手させるわけにはいかない。
But this is as far as the traders will go. We can't just allow them to run hog wild over public order any longer.
ご水を貪る奉仕なものよ。激鉄の音で目を開けよ。そして主の帰る時を知るがいい。
Uh-oh. Alright, you lazy sloths. Let's get those eyes open with some firing. Let's show them who's in charge here.
一斉奏者ファイヤー。
As one, everyone. Open fire! What was that?
車が揺れて。
The vehicle's shaking?
ハンドルが取られる。
Whoa! I'm losing control of the steering.
嘘。11時の方向、崖の上。SS3 番隊遠距離支援部隊が集結してる。一斉奏者を受けて。
Oh fuck me. 11 o'clock at the top of the cliff. Ever's third squad long range support. They're strafing us.
うひゃー、穴開いちゃってるよ。弾入ってきちゃってる。
Oh yeah! They shot a hole in the wall. Bullets are getting in. There aren't any gaps in the hail of gunfire. Are they alternating waves to cover each other's reload? It's like the three-phase attack at the Battle of Nagashino. Even the magical mirror can't survive a coordinated, sustained assault like that. We can barely hear ourselves think over the noise. Asane, what's going on?
ここから車が通れるのは一本道だけだよ。それたり隠れたりできない。やばいやばいやばい。
There's only one possible escape route with this vehicle. We can't turn or hide anywhere. Shit, fuck, shit. Yabai, yabai, yabai. ATF 00, keep it together. Just relay the situation.
大 トラックの集落到着までは約4分。その間キー以外の遮蔽物は皆無、ブレイク不可、つまりはスクラップだよ。
The truck will reach settlement in approximately 4 minutes, and there's no cover other than trees for that entire time. We can't even brake. In other words, we're fucked. Mutri, vary the speed. That should allow us to at least evade some of the shots.
やっているんですが、どこまでもついてきます。
I am, but I can't shake them. In other words, if we don't do something, we will lose our transport. Dang. If that happens, we will all be captured, including Fumino. Aye. She's done nothing wrong. We can't get her involved, just for our sake. It's my job to get everyone home safely. To do that...
ミサキ、私がここで降りてエッグを使うわ。視界さえ塞いでしまえば銃撃は当たりづらくなるはずよ。
Misaki, let me out here and I will use eggs. If I can, give us a smoke screen, they will be less likely to hit us.
確かにそうですが、そんなことをしたら七瀬さんが。
Yeah, but then you would be in the line of fire.
それしか方法はない。ここ降りて銃撃ポイントに煙玉を投げ続けるしか。
It's the only chance we've got. Just let me out and I'll keep throwing smoke grenades in their line of sight. That's a good plan. That's the only way to get us out of here.
兄正気、これだけの数のところに七瀬さん一人残したら冗談抜きに死んじゃうよ。
What? Are you fucking crazy, bro? If we let Nanase take them all on alone, she's as good as dead. No shit. That's why I'm going with her. That should increase our chances of survival, right?
そうね。やりましょう、ジュン。
Yeah, most likely. Let's do this, Jun. That's right. Looking at it rationally, this is our only option. We kick open the rear door, already pretty mangled from the gunfire. Fumino and I look at each other.
あなた。
Why are you? Don't worry, they will keep you safe. Let's go. We tuck and roll out of the moving vehicle. We jumped out just as we were passing a thick row of trees, so the FS didn't see us. Time for you to help your bro. Ariadne protocol. Peep peep. Alright, I can see where they are. Master Arm, let's give him hell. Nanase.
こっちも大丈夫。行くわよ。
You got it. Get fucked! I throw eggs with all my strength, one after the other. They hit the cliff and rupture, silently releasing smoke.
煙玉どこから？あそこか。3番隊アルファブラボーは一時の方角2名を銃撃。よい。て
Smoke grenades. Where from? Over there. Third squad teams A and B, 2 members each fire aiming at 1 o'clock. Ready, fire! Run, Nanase. We break into a sprint immediately. Counters holds are opened up where we previously stood.
煙風情が。待機中の2番隊攻撃分隊。直ちに奴らの確保に向かえ。
Just smoke. Second squad attack force members on standby. Secure them immediately. 7 people appear in front of us, intending to block our way. However, we are in the forest. Just try and shoot us in here. The FS's shots don't make it through the dense foliage. Foliage. Yush. Hitting something like a truck is one thing, but there's no way they will be able to hit small moving targets. You in charge here, bitch.
訓練を受けた兵士をなめる
I was top of the squad in CQC training, asshole. Clank. Stop them, Nanase.
な。煙は尽きたけど。
I'm out of smoke bombs, though. For a split second, the forest is lit up with dazzling light. The close-range stun grenade detonation has all the FS out cold. We have the geographical advantage. Let's keep going. It took us 20 minutes to work our way through the forest. We managed to repel the FS assault and make our way into the mountains. Coming out near town would put us at risk of being seen, so we took a detour to the base of the mountain near the mutable membrane. which is that one funny store, right? The silence in the forest is uncanny after the sound of gunshots and military boots. Asane, are you guys okay?
こちら朝ね。こっちは無事に逃げ切れたよ。廃車寸前になったトラックは破棄。速やかに家に向かってる。
This Asane. We are clear. We disposed of the damaged vehicle and headed straight home. Good. We will be there soon. Over. Phew. How are you doing, Nanase?
さすがにちょっと疲れたわね。
Just a little tired, I gotta say. Same here. Still, I think we should be safe, having made it this far. We escaped the FS dragnet. Now, we just need to get home.
あら、果たして本当にそうでしょうか。
Oh no. Oh my, is that so? Nani? A voice echoes in the forest. It makes it hard to pinpoint where it's coming from. I know that voice.
生徒会長
Uh-oh. Seto Kaicho. It's President Toka Reisein. Or whatever's. Te. Oh man, oh man, oh man. They really came out in full force, huh? But I guess that kinda makes sense, right? Okay, okay. Seto Kaicho, nani?
はい、レイセイン10日です。はじめまして。反交尾勢力のお二方。
Correct. Reisein Toka desu. Nice to finally make your acquaintance, anti-copulation front members. She appears before us, casually approaching us like a group of old friends.
こんなところでお会いするなんて奇遇ですね。
What a coincidence, meeting you here. Why is she here? I was sure we dealt with all the FS. They shouldn't know about this place. And yet, here she is, right in front of us. It's almost like she knew from the outset that we would be coming.
お気をつけてと言ったのに。残念です、先輩。
After I told you to be careful, I'm disappointed in you, senpai. Tehe. She called me Tachibana. Uh-oh. What does she mean by that? That means she knows my identity. All the more reason to defeat her here. She's unarmed. We outnumber her as well. She's 8 steps away. I can close the distance in approximately 2.8 seconds. In that case... Coming through, bitch! I throw the last smoke grenade on the ground. Nanase takes it as a signal and springs forward. As I get in, step behind her.
息の合ったコンビネーション大変結構ですが、しかし
yeah. Your coordination is indeed impressive. Unfortunately. Yeah. Then that's it. Down! Nanase had started to advance under the cover of the smoke, but she collapses on the spot. I fucking love this song. Well, unfortunately, it kind of just ended immediately. Just like a puppet with its strings cut. Ready? Back up? No? Grrr! The way she fell over is much like when someone loses consciousness. Get fucked, bitch! I take the penetrator out of my pocket and swing it in an arc. She's within my reach. But I'm not in hers. I've got the upper hand.
残念ながらそうはいきません。
I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Urk. What? feel a shooting pain in my leg. I don't understand why. He's not holding anything. Did she even move?
びっくりしましたか？デシナはやっぱり観客に驚いてもらわなくては意味がありませんからね。
Hehe. Are you surprised? The trick is pointless unless the audience is surprised by it. Somehow my body is racked by intense pain. It makes me lose my balance and I can't even keep my grip on the penetrator. This must be what got Nanase too. Ugh. My companion is down. I can't allow myself to be stopped by this. If I can just tackle her. I don't know what she did, but if I can just fall on top of her, she won't be able to do it anymore. I can just take advantage of the size difference and hold her down. The wind is blowing, dissipating the cloud of smoke. Only 3 steps more from here I can.
なるほど。そうお考えになりましたか。
Naruhodo. I can see right through you. However, it was a futile idea.
ですが残念。
I'm afraid that won't work. Pink! A powerful, sudden shock to my jaw sends me reeling. My brain rattles from the impact. Shut down. The light is blinding. My whole vision is going white. My body feels unbelievably heavy. Ugh. My voice peters out. My knees give way. My consciousness is fading.
私、カウンター技も持っているんですよ。
What do you think of my counterattacks, huh? The last thing I hear before I lose consciousness is the ringing in my ears. Aye. Nani?
お目覚めになりましたか、先輩。
Are you awake? Senpai. How long was I out?
意識を失っていたのはほんの30秒程度ですよ。それだけあれば事足りるのですが。
Oi oi. No longer than about 30 seconds. That's more than enough time though. What is this? She devil may crying on us? Nani? What? I can't move. Not only are my arms restrained, but I can barely move at all. What's going on? My vision hasn't come back all the way, but it doesn't look like I'm tied up. I'm still bound though.
ご心配なさらず、ちょっと束縛させていただいただけですから、痛くはありませんか？
There is no need for concern. I have simply restrained you. You're not in pain? No, I'm mostly just uncomfortable. I've lost my goggles. I can't use the Ariadne protocol. I can't even call for help.
この後に及んで素直な感想ですね。大変に花丸です、先輩。
Such honesty, even considering the situation. A very gold star for you, senpai. Well, you've got the anti-copulation front you've been hunting. Just kill me and be done with it. What?
まさか、そんなことはしませんよ。私たちは主義者のように見えるかもしれませんが、暴力行為に陶酔している集団ではありませんから。
Obviously, I will do no such thing. No matter what impression you may have of us, we are not a group that revels in the use of excessive force. Big talk from a group that uses violence to enforce copulation laws.
大義のために何かを標榜し、それに現実性を持たせた組織というのは、得てして一部の目にそう映るものです。
We stand for a great cause, alongside other organizations throughout history that may have looked barbaric from the outside despite pure motives. There's no need for this sophistry with me. Why even bother?
ええ、今のままでは対話という形での触れ合いは不可能ですから。
Yes, I will agree that it is impossible to have a discussion in this position. Therefore,
別のツールでコミュニケーションを続けましょう。
oh no. We should use alternate forms of communication. And if you know that Toka Reizin is very fond of those alternate forms of communication. Wink, wink. Huh. Her slender arms slowly rub my crotch. What? She plans to fuck me. Oh. I'm impotent. You're wasting your time.
あら、それは検問ですね。
Oh my, is that so? Besides, why even bother? I'm a criminal, an outlaw. Just kill me.
なぜって前にも申し上げませんでしたか？
Didn't I already tell you why?
私は先輩のことも理解したい。
I want to understand you. What the hell is this?
幾個ほどではないにしても、私の声にも殿方をその気にさせる力があるんですよ。
I'm not as good at it as Ikuko, but I've been known to turn men on with my voice as well. Ikuko being the katana lady, right? I think. I feel my skin peeling back. I can feel my blood pumping harder. It's surging down to my loins. Stop it. I don't want to use it anymore. I don't want anyone to see it. To protect my dignity as a proud virgin. And for the future I desire.
大きくなってきましたね。あともう少しです。
It's getting bigger. Just a little more.
勃起させてください。私とお話ししましょう。先輩。
Write for me. Communicate with me, senpai.
やっぱり。
Oh no.
いくつか意識を失ってと聞いて何か理由があると思っていましたが。
Me realizing that's a funny portrait. Ah. Oh man. I knew there must have been something that made Ikuko pass out.
先輩はこんな隠し玉を持っていたんですね。
Quite the crown jewels you are hiding down here. Ugh. My swollen dick is now exposed to the fresh air. Succumbing to her vocal assault, it hardens, arcing backwards.
生徒会長になって日が長いわけではありませんが、
It's not helping.
こんなおちんちんは私も見たことがありません。
It's true that I haven't been student council president for very long, but I've never seen a cock like this before.
こんな立派なものを持っているのに、どうしてインポなどと嘘をついたんですか？
When you have such an impressive piece of equipment, why lie about being impotent? Don't know.
だんまりしてしまいましたね。それでしたら、先輩のおちんちんにお伺いしてみましょう。
I see you are exercising your right to remain silent. In that case, I will just ask this gentleman down here. She gives me a bold smile and raises her hips. She touches her now thoroughly drenched slit against the head. What? Stop it.
すみません、そういうわけにもいかないのです。何せ私、反交尾勢力を取り締まる生徒会長ですから。
I'm afraid I cannot do that. As student council president, it is my duty to crack down on those who would defy the law.
それでは、失礼します、先輩。
Now, if you will excuse me, senpai. She adeptly lowers her hips. For a moment, my breath catches. Ugh. What is this? What the fuck is this? This is nothing like anything I felt before.
まで大きいのは経験がないので少々驚きましたが。
I've never felt one so big. It's a little surprising.
無事に根元まで入りましたね、先輩。
Still, I've taken it down to the base. Can you see it? A senpai? The way her pussy envelops me, the way it stimulates and undulates, and the moistness. Not to mention the firmness near my tip. This is on a totally different level from all of the sex leaves I experienced throughout my life. It feels almost otherworldly. Huh. What the?
どうですか、先輩。私のあそこは気に入っていただけましたか？
How is it, Tachibana? Are you pleased with my pussy? As if. She's quite tight and her pussy is clamping down on me. It's not just the opening either, but the full length. The sensation combined with the wetness feels incredible. If anything, it feels like it's more suited to my dick than anything I felt before.
私の顔を見て誰とセックスをしているのか意識してください。
Look at my face. Acknowledge who you are having sex with. Her gaze is locked on me. With my dick inside her right now, I have no choice but to obey her commands. Disobeying her is utterly unthinkable.
それでは動かしちゃいますね。
Well, I'm going to start moving. First penetration was so smooth. However, as it pulls out, it feels like a pussy is gripping on me, trying to draw me back inside. As she raises her hips, the squeezing moves up the shaft from the base. When she reaches the head, there's an intense sucking feeling. It's like an anti-puncture sex sleeve. Wet now?
すごい針が張っていて膣から出たくないって引っかかっているようです。
Sugoi, I can feel your head gripping my insides. It's like it doesn't want to leave.
ではその望み通りまた奥まで。
Now, as I'm sure you want, back inside you go. Unlike the initial penetration, she drops her hips suddenly, going down to the base all at once. I can hear flesh slapping together, as well as being assaulted by intense waves of pleasure. I feel the tip of my dick hit something, pressing hard up against it. An alien pleasure shoots up my spine. Ugh.
なるほどなるほど。先輩はこうやっておちんちんの先っぽをキスされるのが好きなんですね。でしたら。
Naruhodo. You like it when your cock hits all the way inside, don't you? In that case, she increases the pace of her movements. My mind can't keep up. A numbing pleasure runs through my body.
先輩、顔がドローンってしてきちゃいましたね。じゃあ、もっともっとしましょうか。
Such a look of ecstasy on your look. I'll do a lot more for you. The sounds of slapping flesh speed up.
わかりますか、先輩。膣があなたに抱擁しています。
Can you feel it, Tachibana? The way my pussy embraces you. She speeds up even more. The waves of pleasure are growing, crashing down on the shore.
あなたの大きな一物をぎゅっと抱きしめて気持ちよくしたいって言っているんです。
This massive cock, it's telling me it wants me to pleasure it by squeezing it tight. What the hell is this? It's weird.
あなたのことをもっと知りたいって。
No, it says it wants me to get to know you even better. This is crazy. This pussy is absolutely insane.
そう、なるほど。
Yes, I see. Okay. This isn't sex. This is a methodical semen extraction process. If this keeps going, I'm going to lose my mind.
なるほど、先輩はこんな人なんですね。だいぶ分かってきました。
I see. So that's the kind of person you are. I think I understand. Her words are all it takes. Suddenly, I'm brought back to my senses. She's struggling for breath, just like me. She's smiling, trying to project an aura of having the situation under control, but her voice says otherwise. In that case, maybe.
おちんちんが跳ねましたね。こんなに元気がいいなんてちょっとびっくりしました。
Your cock is twitching. Its vigor is a little surprising. Now I know for sure. My dick is wearing her down. I can't move my body, but my cock is free. I'm left with no choice. I just have to do her what I've done to the others. Oh no.
これまでと当たるところが
You weren't hitting me there before.
なるほど、中でわざと肉棒の強度を操っているんですね。
I see. You can manipulate how your dick expands.
ですがこの程度では私を倒すことはできませんよ、先輩。
But it will take way more than that to defeat me, senpai. She grinds her hips on me. I hit her cervix much more violently than the other times. This isn't good, but...
中でおちんちんが暴れる。
Oh, your cock is raging inside me. Maximum expansion and direction. When my blood all surges down into it, my dick does change slightly in shape and hardness. It's subtle, but something as delicate as a pussy, a sensitive pussy, would be able to detect it for sure. This is what I have been using sex leaves to train for.
これほど自在な一物は一度も。
I've never had anyone control their cock like this. Even so, she doesn't let up on the pace. So she wants to bring this down to a head-to-head battle, does she?
どちらが先にギブアップするか勝負ですね、先輩。
Who's going to give up first? It's a contest, senpai. She's smiling, but her eyes tell a different story. My dick is so obsessed with the unique feeling of a pussy that it gives me excited chills. However... Hey, President, how many times have you done it?
はい、そうですね。正確には覚えていませんが。
How many? I don't recall the exact number. 7,665 times. Nani? Eh? That's how many times I have masturbated. Yippee! Very
それは
nice.
一体。
What on earth?
またおちんちんが。
It's happening again. That's right, at least 3 times per day on average. Jesus Christ, man. The Master Guna. Ever since I became impotent, naturally, there have been days when it was 0. Okay. However, on a good day, I make up for that by fapping over 8 times.
大変勤勉ですね。それを性行為に向ければより。
Such diligence. If only you could direct that energy toward copulation. Every day of every year, I track how many times I ejaculate. I know I'm impotent. That means that when I do find a partner, fab fodder that can turn me on, I treasure it. The pleasure I sought was more abstract, not as straightforward as just sex. In other words, That is how I trained my dick. Therefore, there's no way I could lose this contest.
そんな
No way. This is it. Oh no. Aye. He's going crazy beast bolt style. She hangs her head. Her speech is unintelligible. She's clearly starting to convulse.
まさかこんなことができるなんて思いませんでした。
This can't be happening. She looks up again. She's still got that smile painted on her face. But she can't hide her ragged breathing.
私が先に生かされるなんてまだ先輩は
How did you make me come first? You haven't even come yet. I'm nowhere near done. As she approaches climax, my bonds begin to slip. Now I can thrust on my own. That means... I thrust my hips straight upwards.
激しいのお好きなんですか
Do you like it, rough? Damn, you can still dirty talk, huh? This isn't the time for a strange pussy to throw me for a loop. I'm still impotent after all. It's not unheard of for me to suddenly lose it. I can't keep this up for long. I need to hit her harder, deep inside, and finish it.
奥ばかり攻め
Now you are attacking me deep inside. Ugh. Her sexy voice is steeped with pleasure. This is the home stretch. This is the end, bitch. Uh-oh. She can't speak. Now she's arcing her back and tensing up. At the same time, I climax. My cum goes even deeper inside her than my cock was reaching.
熱いものが奥を
So hot, deep inside. My bonds suddenly completely give out. At the same time, she goes limp.
これはちょっと想定外です
This was rather beyond my expectations. Uh-oh. She collapses. God bless the portrait cutout, indeed. Yippee! Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Whoops. I hate when that happens. Menu sound do be annoying. Sorry. She collapses though. Literally dying as we speak. She lies flat on her back, and for a moment I contemplate finishing her off. I don't have the energy for that. It looks like we fought each other to a draw. What a pain. I don't know what she was planning to do here, but if I pass out here, it all would have been for naught. I'm fading. The washed out post-ejaculatory feeling suddenly attacks me. No matter what, I can't collapse here. Nana said, let's get out of here. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Yo da yo. Nana said da yo. Oh no. Maybe she was dead though, who knows. I pick up the limp Nanase and start walking. I have to get my comrade home at least. Just my comrade. No matter what, I have to at least save Nanase. at school the next day. Dude, this is crazy. Every single time, like, they just like, I'm fucking you so good, man. And it's like, whew, that shit was fucked up for real. Anyway, at school the next day. um, but yeah, damn. Back to waiting in the NLNS headquarters, huh? Means now it's unfortunately ended away finally time for today's episode 16 and page 2 apparently as well to come to an end. Boop. Preppy bitch drone as in drones? Huh. But yeah, damn. That sure was something there. Yeah. And I'm surprised as well, actually. I didn't think we would be raising it up already this early. Because as far as I remember, we haven't done any nasties with the second in command yet. Which would be Ray, right? The commander, the one who was leading all of the FS at the raid just now. But yeah, sounded a lot like Asane and Bisaki, Watachan, and Fumino managed to get home no problem. And we just defeated another enemy as well, somehow. That's nice. And now we are with Nanase on the way back, probably. Oh well, I know we're not on the way back because, you know, at school the next day. Basically means the question is like, was Nanase sitting in the cack chair just now, or... Oh man. But yeah, things sure went crazy. Oof. You know, it's already Saturday, past midnight. Oof. But it's okay. It's okay. I think two long episodes this week kinda balances out the missing third episode. But yeah, another day, another scene. More of this, obviously, next week. Hopefully on Monday. You know, days could perchance change. Hopefully I'll have like a schedule up for that. Oh well, not schedule, but you know, one of those things that's like a stream is coming up soon. Yush. But heck yeah, that's another big point that we've reached in the story. We haven't done much yet, but we've met Fumino, and we defeated the boss, and we know that everyone knows who we are. Makes things a little bit weird, but we do have Fumino, and oh, I can already guess what's happening next. Since we're in school now, we're probably going to be like, yo, Uji-san, we have Fumino at home. What now? You know? Or maybe she's in our headquarters even, who knows? Makes me wonder if there's some kind of, like, aftermath coming up. I wonder. But I'm really not all too sure because They knew who we were all along, right? And haven't really done much. They were just letting us roam free, for the most part. But I wonder what the old man has in store for us next. The Yakuza, I guess, I mean, if they got fucked over by even just the FS and their other bullets, then, you know, that's probably, you know, they were just like a silly, funny side villain for the epic Yakuza-style voice lines and whatnot. But other than that, yeah, I wonder. Things are definitely about to change, though, I'm sure. Not sure if that means we're like in the final stretch now, but we could be. No glue, no glue. Whew. But, say the line. Please.
抜きゲーみたいな島に住んでる私はどうすりゃいいですか？
Hehe. That's right. We'll have to find out about that next time. Yeah, don't know what else to say right now. Again, sick at fucked up at shit and crazy style. In a way, I probably could go for 2 streams this weekend if I'm just sick and I know I'm not watching anime because I'm too dead. But I have my hopes up, and I'll try to do my best to change that no matter what. Anime must be watched. There's no way I'm going a week without that. That would be crazy. But yeah. After the weekend, after testing, maybe my new screens and stuff, I'll be back. And then episode 17 is going to be right around the corner, and we will see what's going on there. I'm sure that's going to be crazy, but yush. Oh man, I am still so fucked. I don't know what's going on. And it's literally delaying everything. My anime, my clay stuff, my stream stuff, my silly other planned funny, maybe gaming related videos. And on top of that, there's like a Counter-Strike major going on. Not too interested, but you know, why not watch that a little bit from time to time? It's kinda cool. But it's not like, you know, if I have other stuff to do, anime to watch, that's definitely a priority. Just like insert any cute VTuber ladies. But most of them don't really stream that early on in the day, so, you know, that's kinda just filling the gap, which is nice. But yeah, that's that. That's the end of stream. Go watch some anime, go watch some VTuber ladies. You know, the usual. That kind of stuff. Yeah. Guess that's it. See you next time. Same time. All that. You know how it is already. It's been 16 episodes at this point. What the hell, man? And with that, Emke, over and out. Have a nice weekend. Friday night. Whatever the heck. Bye bye. Bye bye. Stay safe and healthy, guys. Hehe.